I left so many people that I loved behind.
What is going on, everyone? This is Ninja Geek here, bringing you a quick video talking about The Walking Dead Michonne, a Telltale mini-series. And the reason why I wanted to make a video giving a review about this game is because I'm a fan, obviously, of Telltale. I love The Walking Dead. I have all reviews on that. There's a playlist below where you can check out actually me reviewing The Walking Dead, like the original Season 1. I think I did Season 2 in that video as well. I'm a big fan of that, and I can't wait for Season 3 to come out. At the time of me making this video, Season 3 is not yet even announced, I don't think, but hopefully it will be announced soon. I know that they announced that they were going to be making it, but we just don't know anything really about it. But anyways, talking about The Walking Dead Michonne, it is a DLC kind of in between, obviously, The Walking Dead Season 2 and The Walking Dead Season 3, sort of like 400 Days was, except you don't need any of the other games to play this, so I don't know why you wouldn't have the other games anyways, because they're really good. However, this one, I was expecting, obviously, a big, great turnout for this game, because it is a Telltale game, and obviously Telltale is supposed to deliver a lot of good story-based things. So, that's why I wanted to talk about this game, and I hope you all enjoy it. So, I wanted to start off talking about, obviously, the story. The gameplay doesn't really matter, because obviously it is a Telltale game. So, the story of this game, I'm not going to really spoil anything, but it is Michonne and her backstory between a certain set time between the TV show and I guess the comics as well. That's why they have the comics in there as a part of the whole thing. The introduction to it with the song is actually really cool. How they did it, how they portrayed it. Everything with this game is perfectly fine. We get to meet a new cast. There's nothing that really signifies or pulls together any of the other seasons of The Walking Dead together from the actual, obviously, the Telltale seasons. Nothing really pulls them together. It's just kind of like a side thing for showing off Michonne and the characters that she encounters along the way. So I feel that this is very great, but there's two problems wrong with this game that I have, and I really wanted to discuss them and get your guys' opinion on it as well down in the comments below. So obviously, since this is a mini-series, there are not 5 episodes, however, there are 3 episodes, and these 3 episodes are rather short, so the price tag for this isn't that bad, honestly. It's a $15 price tag for all 3 episodes. I don't think that that's bad at all. However, I honestly would have liked to see another episode in there. So, yes, this will have spoilers, so if you don't want to hear anything about this, you can click away. However, I need to explain the spoilers so that I can get my point across. So, when you start to meet up with Norma's group during, I think it's around episode 1, because, yeah, it's at, the midpoint or something of episode 1, but when you're actually in there and getting into episode 2, episode 1 and episode 2 are fine. However, if there was an episode 3 right in between episode 4, which is currently 3, so if it went 1, 2, a new episode, and then episode 3 would be episode 4, I think that it would have been perfect the way that that would have been, because it would have explained how Norma's group kind of went down and how Monroe kind of fell. Because the way that it is now, it's like episode 1 and episode 2 were trapped at Monroe, we escape, and then in episode 3, it's kind of like, oh, Norma's group just fell suddenly somehow, we don't know how, and it's just like the end of the series. It went down way too fast, in my own opinion, and I know it's a short series, but it seemed a little unlikely that it would go down that fast. It's like, oh, Norma, in episode 2, she had, all these people with her and everything, and then in the next episode, literally, we find out that everything is just like, oh, now her Monroe is just sunk, it's all gone, and it's like, well, that happened really fast. I don't know why it happened that fast. So that's one little thing that I have, and I would have liked them to expand upon that a little more by having one episode and maybe having the whole game retail probably around $20. I think that would have been better, or maybe 18 or something, because the originals, I think, are 20 for the other seasons. However, I want to talk about the ending, which really got me more than this fact that I just talked about. So, the ending, obviously, I'm going to announce another major spoiler, so if you haven't clicked off already, then I don't know why you're still here if you don't want to hear spoilers. So, the ending, obviously, the story goes along with Michonne, and she's battling the fight between staying with her kids, or what everything happened, because when everything happened and the cities and everything were becoming just corrupted from all the walkers and the zombies, I guess you can say, around the area. Michonne didn't protect her kids, so she doesn't know where they were, and she lost them and she never found them. So the whole story is kind of bringing memories of her kids trying to connect with her throughout the entire series of this miniseries. So at the end, you have to make a choice, and I did not even see this coming, but when I did see the final choice for the game, I kind of just sat there, laughed a minute, and picked the one that I picked because it was so obvious which one you would pick, in my own opinion, anyways. So at the end of the game, you go through this long kind of, I guess, cutscene of trying to, like, figuring out, like, what happened to your kids. And then you get the end final result of obviously the house is burning down, you need to escape or else you're going to die, and you could either stay with your kids to kind of, I guess, mentally represent that you're with them, or you can book it out of the house and live. So obviously, I think judging from the majority of the people that voted, most people wanted to book it out of the house. That's like saying to yourself, would you want to kill yourself in a video game or have yourself live? It's a simple question, and that's obviously have yourself live. The kids aren't there visually, so the decision, the last decision really got to me because I was like, this is just like an honest joke. It's like, why would I stay with them? I mean, I know that it's mentally hard for Michonne if it was in the story of that game, but I think I'd rather save myself from a burning building. Now, if the ending of this game was like, oh, let's just say, for example, Pete was trapped and Sam was trapped, because you got to know those two characters really well throughout the entire series. Let's say those two were trapped and one of them you needed to save. It's like, pick one. That would have been great because either one of them would have been probably a 50-50 shot. But if you're talking about like visually, mentally staying with your kids to kill yourself or leaving the house, obviously you're going to leave and save yourself. And I know that most of the results showed that at the end of the game when I looked. So that's my only two problems with this game. Other than that, I think that the storyline is excellent. The gameplay is as a Telltale game should expect. So should you get this game, obviously, if you're already watching till this point, you probably already have this game because you didn't want to hear spoilers. But if you still want to get this game, I would recommend it. However, just those two parts really got to me. Like, I don't know why they chose to do it like this, but overall, I'm done complaining about that. It's a great game, and it's a nice in-between piece between Season 2 and Season 3. Obviously, I can't wait for Season 3 to come out, but I do like how Telltale's keeping up with this Walking Dead series, and I feel that they should continue on with it, and I can't wait, obviously, like I said, for Season 3. So let me know your thoughts down below if you played this, on what you think about the last decision, and if they should have added another episode to kind of piece the Norma kind of part together where the Monroe kind of fell, I guess, because I'm still kind of confused as to what happened during that part. So let me know down below, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next video. This is Ninja Geek. I'm out, and peace.